More Mode have kindly reached out to me on Instagram and asked if I'd like to review one of their synthetic ranged wigs. So obviously I said yes, and they sent the wig out to me. I also thought it would be a good idea today to just show you guys how I would apply my synthetic wigs, so you can get a good idea of what the wig looks like on my head whilst it's being glued down, and that way I can also show you guys how I would do like a half up half down type of look. So this is the wig fresh out of the box. The wig that I've been sent is called the Milan wig, and I describe it as a yellow toned blonde with obviously the dark root. The root is a very dark cool toned brown or close to black, and it's 200% density. You've got lace all the way around the perimeter so that you can tie this wig up if you wanted to. You've got a lot of versatility with a full lace wig. So as you guys may have seen when I showed you the close-up of the root, the knots on this wig can't be bleached because the hair is synthetic, but you can hide that pretty well with makeup, and I will show you guys how I do that. First of all, I'm going to pop the wig on my head and just kind of see what I'm working with, and then I will take it off again and cut the lace. So just pop this on now. So obviously this is before I've cut the lace, and also haven't tightened the straps, so I'm going to need to do that. But as you guys can see, the way that the wigs are plucked makes it extremely natural, so I am looking forward to trying some different hairstyles out with this wig. I will say that the colour is coming across slightly different on camera, so I'm going to show you guys up by the window too, so that you can see exactly what that looks like. But I'm going to trim the lace off my head. The way that I like to do this is just simply cut straight up the middle and then cut down either sides. I usually do it on my head, but I want to be careful with this wig, so I'm going to take it off so that I can look properly without looking in the viewfinder or my mirror, so just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so I've now cut the lace off the wig, and my recommendations for doing this is to always try and cut the lace against a plain background, or if you feel confident enough to do it on your head, then do that, but you need to be able to see obviously where the hair is coming from so that you don't cut too much into the like pre-plucked part of the wig. So like I said, the knots on this wig aren't bleached because the hair is synthetic, so to kind of disguise the knots, I like to grab a powder, and this is just the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Get one that's a similar colour to obviously your skin tone, and use a flat brush, swirl that around, go on the inside of the wig and just rub that onto the front so that you're getting all of those knots just disguised. Okay, so I popped the wig back on my head, and I always like to use a bit of dry shampoo on synthetic wigs. When this wig came, there's a really nice smell to it, so I'm assuming that there are some products in the wig. Obviously there's no problem with that, but you can use dry shampoo and that will just kind of give it a bit more like lightness to it, I guess. I always use dry shampoo on my wigs. I just find that it's probably one of the best things that you can use on synthetics to make them look and feel more realistic. Okay, so once I've got the wig on my head and I've worked out where I want it to sit, the way that I like to apply my wigs is by folding this back so that it comes away from my head. And obviously that looks really crazy. But then I like to pop on the Got To Be Glued hair gel. I use the yellow one. I've used the clear one as well. I find the yellow one is more sticky, but it is messier, so it depends what you're looking for in a hair gel. So I will be applying this all around the front of where I want this wig to sit. Now you want to get your hairdryer oops, should have plugged this in. Basically pop it on a cool setting and dry off the glue. So the glue works best when it turns clear. So at the moment you can see it's white. You kind of want to dry it to the point where it gets clear, and obviously just be careful not to get too much of the hair stuck on the glue like me. Yeah, so I'm gonna quickly dry this off. Okay, so when your glue has gotten pretty much clear and just like tacky is kind of what you're going for, you just want to basically fold this back down. Bits around by your ear as well, you may need to make little cuts, so I'm going to do that just so that it sits right around my ear. I'll always kind of just cut a little snippet there, just so that bit can kind of stick to my ear, and then fold the other bit up. Okay, so just to make sure that you're not touching the glue too much, because if you keep touching the glue it'll kind of just turn into a bit of a mess, you want to use a comb or something like that just to kind of flatten it in. And I believe that this is called melting the lace. I'm not very good with like the terms of it, but I've seen lots of people doing it online, and you just kind of want to get your grubby comb like mine and use the comb to just push the lace down into your skin, and you have got to be quite firm with it to make sure that the lace sort of blends in. So I'm going to be doing that now. Okay, so now for any of the little knots that are kind of visible where the parting has been plucked, you can go in with a foundation or a concealer. I've got the Revolution Stick foundation and just a small tiny little eyeshadow brush or a concealer brush, and you literally just want to tap on the dots. So you're obviously not going to be able to get rid of all of the little knots in the wig because they're going to be all over, but you can obviously try and hide the ones in the front, and those ones are the ones that are going to be the most obvious. Okay, so obviously I think the wig looks great like this, but because the parting is so realistic, I really want to try a half up half down type of look. So I'm going to be doing that now, and I'll show you guys exactly how I would style the wig. But I am absolutely obsessed with this wig. I think it's gorgeous. So yep. I actually can't get over how cute that looks. That is just adorable. So I know a lot of people like to do the whole like gelling the sides down. I don't really tend to do that, but because this has got baby hairs, I suppose you could gel them down, and that'll make the whole look probably look a bit more put together. But I actually love the fact that you can tie this up. It's just so cute. And it was so easy. This is just laying so flat to my head. I think I'd actually go as far as to say this is probably the most realistic wig that I've ever tried on. I also just want to say I'm so sorry for how dark it's just gotten in here. It's just started raining as per, and the lighting in here has just gotten really dark, so I am sorry. I'm now just going to straighten the wig just a little bit so I can get the little baby hairs to kind of just blend in a bit better with the hair. Like I said, this wig is synthetic, but you can use heat on it. I would always just say to use a low heat and don't leave the straighteners on the hair for like super long time. Just like glide through and then that's it. You could also definitely turn this into one of those like cute little top knots. I don't know if I might have made this a bit small. It's literally so cute. So if you guys do want to purchase one of these wigs, they retail for £139 on Mora Mode. All of their links and everything will be down in the description below. I hope that this video was helpful in how I apply my wigs, and obviously when you've got a wig that's this realistic, it's really easy to make it look amazing. So if you did want to try out one of these wigs, I definitely recommend them. For the price, there is just so much that you can do. I'm usually someone that prefers human hair wigs, but synthetics these days are just so realistic that you could definitely get away with wearing a synthetic wig and making it just look like your normal hair. But yeah, that is basically it.